Have you ever stopped to truly consider what you might look back on when you reach your later years? What are the things that might tug at your heart? The moments you wish you had handled differently? Or the opportunities you let slip away? It's a sobering thought, isn't it? The painful reality is that many people reach their golden years filled not with peace and contentment, but with a quiet ache of what might have been. They carry a burden of missed chances, unspoken words, and unfulfilled dreams. But what if there was a way to gain insight from their experiences? To learn from the regrets of those who have already walked that path? What if you could gently guide your own journey to avoid those same pitfalls in this video? We're going to explore the top 7 regrets that seniors often express in their old age. These aren't just theoretical musings. They are powerful lessons from real lives, offered to help you live a richer, more fulfilling present and build a future free from unnecessary sorrow. By understanding these common regrets, you'll gain the wisdom to make choices today that will lead to deep satisfaction tomorrow. So, please, watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you. Something that can profoundly change your perspective. Let's start right away with the first significant regret that echoes in the hearts of many older individuals not nurturing their relationships enough. Imagine for a moment, looking back and realizing that the people who mattered most, your family, your lifelong friends, even those fleeting but meaningful connections, somehow drifted away or weren't given the attention they deserved. It's a profound sadness. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often get caught up in careers, responsibilities, and the endless demands of daily living. We might tell ourselves we'll call mom next week, or we'll catch up with that old friend when things slow down. But time, as we all know, has a cruel way of speeding up as we age. Before you know it, those opportunities have vanished, and the people you cherished might no longer be around, or the connection might have withered beyond repair. This regret isn't about grand gestures. It's about the everyday moments. It's about picking up the phone just to say, "I love you," or making a point to have that regular coffee date, or forgiving a slight and rebuilding a bridge. It's about being truly present when you are with your loved ones, putting away your phone, and genuinely listening. Think about your grandchildren for a moment. Are you making memories with them? Are you teaching them the stories of your family, sharing your wisdom, or simply enjoying their laughter? Many seniors deeply regret not spending more quality time with their grandchildren, watching them grow, and being an active part of their formative years. It's not just about family either. It extends to your friends. Friendships are like gardens. They need tending. A quick text, a spontaneous visit, a shared meal. These seemingly small acts are the lifeblood of enduring connections. The actionable step here is simple yet powerful. Prioritize connection. Make a conscious effort each day, or each week, to reach out to someone you care about. Write a letter, send a card, make a call, or arrange a visit. Don't wait for a special occasion. The everyday connection is often the most precious. The regret often stems from the feeling that they prioritized work or other external achievements over the rich tapestry of human connection. They climbed the career ladder, built financial stability, or pursued personal goals, only to find that the true wealth lay in the relationships they might have neglected. So, let that be a guiding principle for you right now. Invest in your relationships as diligently as you might have invested in your career. They are your true legacy. Moving on to another profound regret. One that often brings a quiet sigh of sadness, not pursuing their dreams or passions. How many times have you heard someone say, "I always wanted to learn to paint," or, "I wished I'd taken that trip around the world," or, "I regret not trying to start that little business idea I had years ago." It's the lament of unplayed music, unwritten stories, unbuilt creations. Life often encourages us to be practical, to follow prescribed paths, and to put our dreams on the back burner. We tell ourselves we'll get to it someday, when the kids are grown, when we retire, when we have more money or more time. But someday often turns into never, and the vibrant spark of those passions slowly dims. This regret isn't about becoming a famous artist or an acclaimed author. It's about the joy of the pursuit itself, the richness that comes from engaging with something that truly ignites your soul. Perhaps you always dreamed of learning a new language, or taking up a musical instrument, or volunteering for a cause you deeply believe in. These aren't frivolous desires. They are essential components of a full and vibrant life. The beauty of it is that it is never, truly never, too late to start. You don't have to aim for perfection. Aim for enjoyment. Take a class. Join a group. Read a book. Watch a tutorial. Start small. If you always wanted to write, perhaps start by journaling for 10 minutes a day. If you long to paint, buy a small sketchbook and a set of watercolors. If you dreamt of travel, begin by exploring your own town or a nearby natural park. The regret often comes from the inertia, the fear of failure, or the belief that you're too old. But the truth is, the most vibrant seniors are often those who continue to learn, explore, and create. They find immense satisfaction in challenging themselves and discovering new facets of their own abilities. This isn't just about avoiding regret. It's about adding immense joy and purpose to your present life. And then there's the heartbreaking regret of not taking better care of their health. This one stings because it often directly impacts quality of life in later years. Imagine wishing you had walked more, eaten better, managed your stress, or listened to your body's signals when they were first whispering, rather than screaming. Many people look back and realize that they took their health for granted, assuming it would always be there, or simply neglecting it in favor of other immediate gratification. The aches, the pains, the chronic conditions that limit mobility or independence often trigger this profound regret. It's not about achieving perfect health, which is an unrealistic expectation for anyone, but about making consistent, loving choices for your body and mind throughout your life. It's about understanding that your body is your vehicle for experiencing the world, and it deserves care and respect. This isn't about extreme diets or punishing workouts. It's about adopting sustainable habits that contribute to your overall well-being. Simple things, like choosing a handful of berries over a processed snack, opting for a gentle walk instead of sitting on the couch, or ensuring you get enough restful sleep. It's also about prevention, going for those regular checkups, taking medications as prescribed, and being proactive about any concerns with your doctor. Many seniors express sorrow over not being more active when they were younger, leading to mobility issues later on. They wish they had taken those walks, done those exercises, or found forms of movement they genuinely enjoyed. The good news is, it's never too late to begin. Even small changes can yield significant benefits. Start with what feels manageable. A 5-minute walk each day, adding one more vegetable to your plate, or making a conscious effort to hydrate throughout the day. These seemingly tiny steps accumulate into powerful acts of self-care. It's about building a foundation of wellness that supports your desires for continued independence, energy, and engagement in life. So, when you look back, you won't wish you had been kinder to your body, but instead, you'll be grateful for the care you consistently provided. Continuing our journey through the echoes of what might have been, we arrive at the regret of worrying too much and not truly enjoying the present. This is a common thread that weaves through the reflections of many older individuals. They often recount spending countless hours consumed by anxieties about the future, replaying past mistakes, or fretting over things completely outside of their control. The job, the kids, the bills, what others thought. These worries can become a thick fog, obscuring the beauty and joy of the current moment. Life, in its essence, is happening right now, in this breath, in this experience. Yet, so many people live as if they are constantly preparing for a future that may never arrive exactly as imagined. or dwelling in a past that cannot be changed. The regret then sets in. I spent so much time worrying about things that never even happened. Or, I missed out on precious moments because my mind was elsewhere. Always preoccupied. Imagine seeing the laughter of your children or grandchildren, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, or savoring a delicious meal. But your mind is miles away, churning over some hypothetical problem. That's the tragedy of excessive worry. It robs you of the very life you are living. The actionable step here is to cultivate presence and practice gratitude. It sounds simple, and in concept, it is. But in practice, it requires conscious effort. Try dedicating a few minutes each day to simply noticing your surroundings, the sounds, the smells, the textures, the people around you. Practice deep breathing when you feel anxiety creeping in. Keep a gratitude journal, listing just 3 things you are thankful for each day, no matter how small. It could be the comfort of your favorite chair, the taste of your morning coffee, or a kind word from a neighbor. Over time, this practice retrains your brain to focus on the positive and appreciate the here and now. Many seniors wish they had learned to let go of the small stuff, to embrace imperfections, and to trust that things would often work out. They realize that much of their worrying was unproductive and served only to steal their peace. So, release the grip of worry. Understand that while planning and preparation are important, dwelling on anxieties only diminishes your capacity for joy. Live more fully in the present moment, because that's where life truly happens. And that's where your deepest satisfaction will be found when you look back. Another significant regret that surfaces with age is not having saved enough money or planned adequately for their financial future. This isn't about being extraordinarily wealthy. It's about having a sense of security, peace of mind, and the freedom to make choices in retirement without constant financial stress. Many seniors lament not starting sooner, not being more disciplined with their savings, or not seeking professional financial advice when they had the opportunity. The regret can manifest as limitations on travel, hobbies, or even basic comforts, leading to a diminished quality of life during what should be a period of relative ease. It's a painful realization to find yourself in your later years, wishing you had made different choices about your finances when you were younger. Perhaps they prioritized immediate gratification, underestimated the cost of living in retirement, or simply felt overwhelmed by the complexities of financial planning and put it off. The actionable step here is to take control of your financial well-being. No matter where you are in life, even if you feel it's late in the game, every small step makes a difference. If you're still working, explore options like setting up automatic transfers to a savings account, even if it's a modest amount. Review your budget to identify areas where you might be able to cut back. If you're already retired, perhaps look into low-risk investment options or consider consulting a financial advisor who specializes in retirement planning. It's also about understanding your needs and potential expenses as you age, including healthcare costs, which can be substantial. Many people regret not taking advantage of employer-sponsored retirement plans or not being more aggressive with their savings when they were younger and had more earning potential. But the past is past. What matters now is what you do moving forward. Educate yourself. Even if it's just by reading reputable financial articles or attending free workshops, the goal isn't to become a financial wizard, but to gain enough understanding to make informed decisions that bring you peace of mind. A little bit of planning now can prevent a lot of anxiety and limitation later. It's about building a foundation of security that allows you to enjoy your golden years without unnecessary financial strain. And closely related to the previous point, but distinct in its essence, is the regret of not traveling or experiencing the world more. This isn't exclusively about exotic international trips, though those certainly feature prominently in many people's desires. It's about the regret of not stepping outside one's comfort zone, not seeing new places, not experiencing different cultures, or even just not exploring the beautiful corners of their own country or region. Life can often feel like a treadmill of routine, work, home, familiar places, and the desire for adventure gets pushed aside. People often wait for the perfect time when they have more money, more time, the right travel companion, or when their health is perfect. But, as we know, perfect rarely arrives, and opportunities can vanish. The regret then sets in, as they realize that the world held so much more to see, taste, and experience, and they let those chances slip away. They wish they had prioritized experiences over possessions, or that they had been more courageous in venturing into the unknown. Imagine the stories you could have told, the memories you could have made, the perspectives you could have gained by simply putting yourself in a new environment. This regret isn't just about ticking off destinations. It's about the personal growth that comes from encountering new people, adapting to different situations, and broadening your understanding of the world. The actionable step here is to embrace exploration. Even on a small scale, you don't need a passport to start. Begin by exploring your own town or city. Are there local museums, parks, or historical sites you've never visited? Take a day trip to a nearby town you've always heard about. Look for local festivals or events. If you're able, start planning smaller trips, perhaps within your own state or country. Research budget-friendly travel options. Consider group tours if you prefer companionship. Many older individuals find immense joy and mental stimulation from even short excursions. The key is to cultivate a mindset of curiosity and adventure. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Make a plan, however modest, and take that first step. This regret serves as a powerful reminder that life is meant to be experienced, not just lived within the confines of routine. So, open your mind, open your heart, and step out into the world, however far or near you choose to roam. And now, for the final regret on our list. One that perhaps holds the most profound emotional weight for many seniors not expressing their true feelings or apologizing when they should have. This often manifests as a lingering sadness over unspoken words, unaddressed grievances, or missed opportunities to heal relationships. Imagine carrying the burden of something left unsaid, a compliment withheld, a frustration bottled up, or an apology that was never offered. These emotional weights can be heavier than any physical burden. The regret surfaces when people realize the impact of their silence, or their pride, on relationships that mattered deeply. Perhaps they were too proud to apologize, too afraid to express vulnerability, or simply lacked the courage to have difficult conversations. This isn't about dramatic confrontations. It's about the everyday authenticity and emotional honesty that builds genuine connection. It's the regret of not telling a loved one how much they meant to them before it was too late, or not forgiving someone who perhaps hurt them, allowing bitterness to fester. The actionable step here is to prioritize emotional candor and healing. If there's someone you need to forgive, find the strength to do so, not just for them, but for your own peace of mind. If there's an apology you owe, consider offering it, even if years have passed. The act of expressing remorse, or simply acknowledging a past hurt, can be incredibly liberating for both parties. Similarly, don't hold back your affection or appreciation. Tell people you love them. Tell them you're proud of them. Express your gratitude freely. Many seniors wish they had been more open about their feelings, fearing judgment or rejection. They later realize that the risk of vulnerability pales in comparison to the regret of silence. This applies not just to others, but to yourself too. Be honest with yourself about your own feelings and needs. Give yourself permission to express joy, sadness, anger, and fear in healthy ways. This powerful regret reminds us that our emotional lives are as important as our physical and intellectual ones. Living authentically, resolving conflicts, and nurturing forgiveness, both for others and for ourselves, leads to a much richer and more peaceful existence. This My dear friends, is the surprising truth I wanted you to hear at the end. The most profound regrets often stem not from what we did, but from what we didn't do, the words left unsaid, the relationships untended, the dreams unpursued, and the care we didn't give ourselves. So, there you have them, the top 7 regrets that often weigh on the hearts of seniors. We've talked about the deep desire to have nurtured relationships more profoundly, the wistful feeling of not having pursued passions and dreams, the sorrow of neglecting one's health, the burden of having worried too much instead of savoring the present, the anxieties of not planning adequately for financial security, the missed adventures of not exploring the world, and finally, the quiet ache of not having expressed true feelings or offered apologies. As you can see, these aren't about grand failures. They are often about the everyday choices we make, or don't make, that accumulate over a lifetime. But here's the encouraging message. The true heart of this conversation, it is never, ever too late to start making different choices. You hold the power, right now, to shift your trajectory. You don't need to embark on a complete overhaul of your life overnight. Remember, small changes, consistent efforts, can make an enormous difference to your health, your happiness, and your overall sense of fulfillment. Take inspiration from these lessons, not as reasons for despair, but as powerful blueprints for living your best life. Starting today, reach out to that loved one. Pick up that paintbrush. Take that walk. Practice gratitude. Make a small savings plan. Explore your local area. Or have that conversation you've been putting off. The beautiful truth is that life is a continuous journey of learning and growth. Each day is a fresh opportunity to cultivate connection, pursue joy, nurture your well-being, and live authentically. Don't let these regrets be yours. Instead, let your later years be filled with peace, gratitude, and the profound satisfaction of a life well lived. I genuinely hope this conversation has resonated with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your own experiences, or any wisdom you'd like to share in the comments below. Your insights are invaluable to our community. If you found this video helpful or uplifting, please do give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to the channel for more content aimed at helping you live your most vibrant life at every age. Thank you for being here. Remember, live your best life, fully and authentically, today and every day.